to my allotment plot here in South London. My name's Emma, these are the Allotment Diaries. I'd love for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already, so you don't miss any of my lovely allotment videos that I put up 3 times a week. Right, I have a bone to pick with one of you out there, because somebody left me a comment saying, and I quote, "Oh Emma, it's so sweet that you think there's an actual spider season. Don't you know that spiders are out all year round, all the time?" Yes, I do know they're out all the time, but there is a spider season, and the spider season has begun. And anybody who says otherwise is very clearly not afraid of spiders, because if you have a spider phobia, like I do, I think it's, what is it, arachnophobia? Oh, I can't even say the word. It gives me heart palpitations just saying that word. But if you do have a fear of them, you will know that this time of year, this is when all the spiders start making their webs across everything, because I've walked through about 4 webs this morning that are just made across pathways. They all for some reason just come out at this time of year, and the big ones in my house have been out. I found 2 tarantula sized, absolutely vile, just horrible creatures. And I wouldn't kill spiders. I've never killed a spider. Well, I have. That's a complete lie. I have killed a spider before, but I try not to. You know, I do try to remove them because they're still creatures and stuff, and they do something for the planet. I don't know what they do. Scare me usually. But yeah, they all come out at this time of year, and they all just, you know, it is spider season is my point. It's the point I'm trying to make. I've completely lost my trail of thought, but yeah, it is spider season because I keep bleeding walking into them, don't I? And that's the bone I had to pick. Right, is the pumpkin still alive? That's the big question of the morning. Yes, it is. It's sitting on this, and now you know what I did not do? I did not put something soft under it, and it's sort of getting cut into with this, which is very annoying because it's a very big heavy pumpkin. Also, I seem to have another one, but it's sort of hanging. Don't know what to do about that. It's not, I mean, I didn't realise it would grow this big. Should I loop it back on itself? Maybe, actually. Maybe I have to loop that back on itself. Right, okay, there's lots of flowers too, right. Oh, hello. Oh, it's the bird. Hang on a sec. Alright, hang on a second then. Ah! You've got to just be a little bit more patient, because I'm going to freak out and I'm going to throw it. Right, now. It's yours now. Yes. There you are. Good boy. Go on in. Go on in. I don't think it's Einstein, you know. I think it's too small to be Einstein. I think it's one of Einstein's babies, you know, and I think potentially Einstein has passed on his wisdom that this is a safe place and this is a feeding station, and now this new Robin is just like really comfortable to come here because he looks smaller and younger than Einstein. Unless Einstein's just had some surgery done or something, I don't know. I don't know. Spider season, see? Spider webs everywhere. Right, can you see that? He's got a little blanket on him now, so that this sort of wire mesh won't sort of push into him and give him like little ridges and grooves and stuff, which could make him rot. Could it be that all the bees are out just pollinating? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Loads of bees here. They love this one. There's loads of them. Oh my god, there's actually hundreds of bees. Oh my god, is this a bee's nest or something? Why is there so many bees? Is it normal to have that many bees in one flower? There's like 6 of them. That's crazy. Bees are like buses. You wait months and months for a couple and then 6 come at once. done a little bit of a weed, a little bit of hoeing, a little bit of tidying up everywhere. Now at the back of the plot here somewhere I planted some more main crop potatoes. Oh, here they are. Not looking the best. This was one of those weird sort of miscellaneous beds where I didn't quite know what to put in it, and if in doubt I always say whack in potatoes, because potatoes are not only great, you know, for like getting a crop out of, but they're also really good at like breaking up the soil. So if you've got a brand new bed and you put potatoes in, it just helps with the soil really. But as you can see, the plants, they've not done fantastic, so I'm not expecting a lot from them. But I think what I'm going to do is pull them all up, clean this bed up, and then have a think about what I'm going to do here next year, because this bed here just didn't sort of work really. It's sort of a nothingness bed, you know. Love pulling up potatoes. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, isn't it? Unless you read the label, and then you know exactly what you're going to get. Never quite understood that saying, like a box of chocolates. I'm a label reader, me. Right, let's get these up. Oh, that's about what I was expecting actually. Okay, cool. Oh my god, is it actually one? Oh no, there they are. There they are. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, we'll take those. Right, next potato plant here. Ooh! Very nice. Very nice potato. Problem is, there's so many weeds, it's just really... Oh, little dinky one. Lovely. Any more luck over here? This looks like a potato plant, doesn't it? Right, come on in, up you come. Absolutely nothing. Oh, hang on. There we go. A potato. Cool. Oh, another one. And I'm not going to lie, this is not a great potato harvest, is it? This is not great. Oh no. This is what we have so far, which I'm not going to, it's not bad. You know what, it's not bad, but that is sort of what I would expect from one plant, not four. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig. Oh no! Right through him. First thing I do, right through a bleeding potato. Oh, darn it. Let's dig into that. There's one. Okay, so as sort of half expected, to be honest, not the biggest potato harvest from this bed. What I've done is I've cleared the bed now and we're going to shut it down for the autumn time. What that means is next time I come, I'm going to lay down a load of cardboard over that bed, top it up with some compost and leave it over the autumn winter. I'm not going to cover it with any tarpaulin or anything because I just don't like to cover my beds. I quite like them to kind of be exposed to the elements. Somebody did tell me a very long time ago that if you don't cover your beds over the autumn winter, it's actually really good for the soil. It's something to do with them like frosting over and then like unfrosting and then having like all the elements like the rain come down into the soil and everything. It's just supposed to be good, and obviously it's easier and looks a bit prettier than covering it with tarpaulin. But if you want to do that, I mean, there are tons and tons of people at my allotment site here who cover their plots with ground sheet or tarpaulin, whatever you want to call it, over the autumn winter, and in the springtime they just pull it away. There's no weeds underneath, they can just start planting straight into it. Helps to heat up the soil earlier. So it's like it's up to you basically. There's so many do this or don't do this in gardening, but ultimately it is up to you. You do what you feel comfortable with. Soil is soil, gardens are gardens. So you do you, Glen Coco, you do you. down here, and I haven't spoken about these for a very long time. These are my parsnips. I sow the same variety every single year and I cannot remember what they are, but they're big ones basically. big parsnips. And I absolutely love sowing them. I sowed them from a seed in February. This is what they're looking like now, September. So the thing about parsnips, and also this is also for sprouts and broccoli and other kind of brassicas as well, if they frost over and it gets very, very cold in the garden, they actually taste sweeter. This is because they turn their starch inside them into sugar when it gets cold in order to protect themselves. It's like an inbuilt antifreeze that the plant has. So it turns all its starch to sugar, then we pick it and eat it, and obviously the sugar is really sweet, and so it sweetens the vegetable. That's the one thing that I know about parsnips. Now if you do want to pick your parsnips before the frost, which I think you probably could now, I mean they do look, and we're going to pull one up in a minute and see if it's ready. What you can do is you can freeze it in your freezer straight away, put it straight in the freezer, and it will do the same thing. It will turn its starch into sugar, and then when you go to cook it, it will sweeten the vegetable and it will taste sweeter. That's something that I just sort of learned and picked up along the way of my gardening knowledge. Also the same as for sprouts as well. So if you pick your sprouts before the first frost, put them in the freezer, and they will turn their starch to sugar. You get sweeter tasting sprouts if you like that. If you don't want it sweet, don't do that. Obviously, just eat it. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up one of the parsnips and see how they're doing, because I've sort of neglected them. This is how well plants do when I completely neglect them, guys. Maybe I should learn a lesson here and just neglect all of them. Always a good idea just to pull up one of your plants if you're not sure what's going on under the ground, and it gives you an indication of what all the others are doing as well. So let's get him up. Right, the trick to get a parsnip up is to push down and then pull up. That's not going to work. Oh no! Absolute disaster. Right, that's definitely not what you want to happen when you try and pull a parsnip up. Oh no! How on earth do I even attempt to get that out? Right, we're gonna... Should we dig him out? Maybe we should dig him out now. Oh mate, you are stuck in there. Right, this is not a tutorial on how to get a parsnip up, because this is so wrong. This has not gone right. Oh, that's a surprise. We got the whole blatant thing out. I don't know how we managed that, but we got the whole thing out. Okay, good. I mean, he's very small, so he's obviously not ready yet. I like them to be a bit bigger than this, but he's looking good. He looks like a very nice parsnip. So there we go. Oh, I tell you what, the smell of a fresh parsnip is just... reminds me of Christmas. I always had these at Christmas time. Oh, lovely. The whitefly this year, I've never had so much whitefly before on any of my plants. It literally looks like it's snowing. I was just going to say they're dropping off like flies. They are flies, they're whiteflies. I don't know how much damage whitefly can do. The only good thing is there are, look at that, there are other bugs eating the whitefly. I just had a little look at my sprout plants because they're covered in whitefly as well, but they're still alive, and I've got these little green aphid things on them. These little green things I think are eating the whitefly. So, you know, like when you leave a bug and it becomes too much of a bug, look, there's another one there. When you leave a bug, you know, something comes along and eats them. Something's like, oh yeah, that's dinner. It's all about sort of trusting the process, but you do lose a few plants in the process, you know. You will lose a few. Right, I'm thinking, trying to put my sensible gardener's head on, I think this really does just need to be covered with something, and I think maybe I'll use the netting from the other one because it's a bit bigger, put smaller netting on that one. I think it needs something on it, so what we'll do is we'll do the old switcheroo trick. The old switcheroo. quickly cue every single butterfly in the vicinity, quickly laying their eggs on my uncovered crops, like quick. Right, there we go. I mean, it's quite late because we've already got whitefly and everything in it, but hopefully that deters anything else from getting in there. Might even stop some slugs and snails, I don't know. I don't know if I've made it tight enough. And then on this one over here, I've had to use two different materials. So I have used and they're both from Andam at Home and Garden. This is Insecto net, which you can see is a very fine net. It stops butterflies and everything from getting in. It still allows the wind in and the airflow and the rain and everything. The one next to it, this is fleece, because I ran out of net. You can see it's just a different material. It's like a translucent sort of fleece, basically, and that will stop any frost as well, which we're not worried about right now, but it will also stop the butterflies getting in and any insects. So it's got two on. Doesn't look quite as pretty as it did before, but they're covered and it does the job. Thank you for all your feedback on the allotment planner. It's going to be released in October. I've had quite a lot of feedback of people saying that the only thing that they really didn't need in the planner was the daily planning sections, so the Monday to Sunday daily planning sections. They said that the boxes were a bit small and they just didn't use it, and that in its place it would be more useful to have like a journal note-taking section where they can just jot down anything. So I think what I'm going to do is take the planning out, so the weekly Monday to Sunday planning out of it, and instead I'm going to put some lined sort of journal paper, and I might like label it like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then it's just kind of, you're free just to jot down any notes, anything that you want to. I think it might be a bit better. The idea of the planner is to kind of make allotment life feel easier, but I guess if you're feeling like you're planning day to day, maybe it can be a bit stressful for some people, especially if you can't complete it on that day and then you feel like you've sort of failed, you know? So I really appreciate your feedback on that. Thank you so much, and really hope to create a planner that's going to really inspire you and motivate you and keep you on top of your allotments for next year. So stay tuned for that. It will be out in October, and I will be sharing a video with the planner in detail, showing you what's on each page and, you know, just the planner in more detail nearer the time. So thank you so much for watching today. I will see you again on Monday. Have a lovely gardening weekend. Bye.